Hello folks, Mike here, and I'm back with another spoiler-free review, this time for Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings. This is Marvel's latest addition to the MCU, and oh boy, what did I think of this one? An amazing addition, that's what it is. It's an absolutely wonderful, wonderful movie in every conceivable way. Um, I just had an absolute blast watching it, and I'm really glad I got to finally see it in the theater. I'm little over a month late to actually catching Shang-Chi, but you know what, better late than never. But like I said, it's absolutely wonderful. So let's get into it. Visuals. Some really, really great looking visuals in this movie, particularly, obviously the CGI is really on point. I know a lot of times with these movies, they're just littered with CGI everything, and sometimes it becomes like, a lot of people feel like it starts to look too much like a cartoon, but honestly, the way it was used in this film, I thought it was really well done. There's some particularly great designs in this movie when it comes to certain things. I'm not going to say what that is because I don't want to spoil things in that way, because honestly, the trailers for this movie, the movie they sold in the trailers is not really the movie that I saw at the theater, and I'm not the only one to say that, honestly. I got I saw a different film than I saw in the trailers, and a lot of things I'm talking about when it comes to the visuals are not really shown in the marketing, so I don't want to say what that is if you're trying to stay spoiler free if you haven't seen the movie yet. So I'm not going to say specifically what that is, but obviously those visuals play into the action scenes. The fight scenes are high energy. They're just chaotic. They're just, and it's beautifully chaotic. It's just everything about it, the camera work, the choreography. This is some top-notch stuff here. This is a blast to see, and the fact that it's a comic book film, it's a Marvel film. The fact that Marvel made it like a martial arts fantasy epic is amazing. When I watch some of these fight scenes, obviously I'm transported into, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or like Hero, or House of Flying Daggers, like those type of movies with that kind of that wire fighting that you usually see in those type of films. There's many moments of that, and it's so well done. It really is. You can't really complain. The camera work is particularly, you get to see everything. It's not like that, crappy shaky cam that some filmmakers rely on. But they did a really, really great job here. What else? Ooh, the actors. The acting in this movie. This was so well cast. It really was. Simu Liu, Aquafina, their on-screen chemistry is just one of the best I've seen in a movie. Like, I'm not even kidding. Those two were made to be together on screen. The friendship that these two have throughout, in the film, they're friends for over a decade in the film, and you really feel that. Like, you really feel that they really know everything about each other, and their chemistry is so, like, you just feel it. You just do. It is amazing. I could not believe what I was watching. And I'm not the biggest Aquafina fan, but I loved her in this, and she just was wonderful with Simu Liu, and I really loved them together, and I want to see more of that. They did a wonderful job. And I'm glad the movie didn't dive into forcing a romantic plot onto us. They stay just friends, and I'm glad that's what they did. And not just those two were amazing. You had Michelle Yeoh in this movie, who is a legend over there in China. I've seen her in many things. So I didn't even know she was in this movie. And then when she popped up, I instantly recognized her. I was so happy to see her. And of course, our villain, he was the Mandarin, but he goes by many names according to him. But Tony Leung is another legend over there in China. I've seen him in many, many things, particularly in a lot of Wong Kar-wai films, like In the Mood for Love, Chungking Express, movies I absolutely adore. And to see him in a Marvel film was absolutely amazing. His character was really, while a horrible, terrible person, they did an amazing job humanizing him. What he was driven by made sense. A lot of heartbreak, love, revenge. That's a recipe for disaster. So his motivations were understandable. And I felt that every way. It was hard to, for me personally, it was hard to root against him because I love Tony Leung so much, and I understood where he was coming from. But still, he is the villain, and but he was beautifully placed into this movie. He was absolutely wonderfully cast, and I'm glad he was in the film. And who else? Oh, this is a little funny one. Not a funny one, but it was really fun to see him because I instantly recognized him. Have you ever seen the movie Kung Fu Hustle, which was made by Stephen Chow? The the man who played the landlord in Kung Fu Hustle is in this movie, and I instantly recognized him. I'm not too familiar with his work. I think it's the only thing I've seen him in was Kung Fu Hustle, but it was really neat seeing him in the movie. So they did their homework on who they wanted to place in this movie. They cast it wonderfully. I'm really pleased with what they did there. But yeah, so what else? Oh man, there's just so much. I will say this: the opening 15 minutes, beautiful, absolutely beautiful, so emotional. So heartwarming, and I was smiling throughout the entire 15 minutes that this movie threw at us, and I really enjoyed what they were doing there. It was really a nice, beautiful way to start the film. And I'll say this about Shang-Chi: it's one of the better, if not one of the best, origin stories I've seen from a comic book film. I mean, this rivals like Batman Begins for me. This was really, really great. They developed him so well. They placed him in the MCU, and he's going to be a force. He's going to be a force to reckon with moving forward. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of him, and I hope we do. Hope he's going to be one of the new faces of Marvel and for Disney. And Simu Liu is going to be an absolute star. He really is. I mean, he's already turned into one, but he's just going to keep rising up. He's really that good. And so I mean, it's a great movie. It's great. It's a great time at the movies. You're going to find so many things you're going to like about it. There's just everything. There's a thing for everybody, and I absolutely adored it. It's definitely top 5 MCU for me. Definitely top 5 Marvel movie. Definitely one of the best comic book movies I've seen. It's easily top 10 for me already. And I can't wait to watch it again and again and again when it hits Disney Plus in November. I'm really looking forward to watching it again. So, but yeah, that's what I got to say. Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings is a huge watch. Please go see it in any way you can. If you can't make it out to the theater, I know it's been out for over a month, go watch it on Disney Plus next month. You won't regret it. It's an absolutely wonderful time. And I mean, I honestly can't understand how anyone would not enjoy this movie. I really don't. I think it's that good. It's that good. It's not just a great comic book movie. It's just a great movie in general. It has everything you expect. Its storytelling is on point, directing, fight choreography, the visuals, the music, the acting. Like, there's really nothing to dislike about it, and I can't recommend it enough. So those are my thoughts on Shang-Chi. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've seen Shang-Chi, please let me know and what you thought of it as well in the comments below. And if you could do me a huge favor, please like the video and also subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. It would help me out so much. I'm kind of living my dream a little bit doing these videos and kind of doing this stuff on the channel. So it's been a lot of fun. So I hope you all have been enjoying it. But that's all I got to say. Shang-Chi is just, go see it. Seriously, watch it, please. Like, second you're done watching this video, go watch Shang-Chi in some way. I don't care how it is. Just watch it. So that's all I got. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I thank you for your time. And so long, folks. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.